Hey guys, I'm Al from Games Re-Up, and today we're going to play a bit of Zero Tolerance for the Sega Mega Drive. Do you love aliens? Who doesn't love aliens? The movie Aliens, yeah? With Michael Biehn, or Bean? Don't know how you say his name, but you know exactly who I'm talking about. Those badass, kick-ass Marines. Anyway, I'm going totally off the point here. So do you love Quake? Do you love Doom? Do you love Wolfenstein? Do you love all the classic FPS games? And, let's face it, do you just love a standard good first-person shooter? Yeah, I do too. And did you know there are actually some on the Sega Mega Drive? No? There actually are, and there's only a couple, but I have one of them. They've got Zero Tolerance, and it's time to kick ass. Let's take a look at Zero Tolerance. You have to admit that every single time that they have to bring in the Marines to clean up the mess, because you know what, there's always aliens around, then you know this game is going to be good. Developed by Technopop and published by Accolade. Now Accolade are well known, Technopop not so much. This obviously came out in 1994 for the Sega Mega Drive, or for all the Americans out there, the Sega Genesis. Now this was actually made exclusively for the Sega console. Yeah, that's right, you cannot find this on anything else. This is purely a Sega piece of awesomeness. There are only a few first-person games out there for the Sega Mega Drive. Now, obviously this being one of them, another one being called Bloodshot, and obviously we all know that Duke 3D made its way onto the 32X, so that kind of doesn't count because we're talking 16-bit first-person shooter here. So basically your role is, your name is Captain S. Ishill, or is his hill? I can't even say that properly. Anyway, you're a captain of a ship. There's about 5 of you, and basically, as always, aliens have attacked. You're on the Europa 1, that's the name of the ship you're actually on, and you are here to basically destroy the alien race, get through to the end before they blow up your ship. It's not very much of an original storyline, let's say that, but who really cares, because we love aliens, anything like that, we're going to want to play it. Now there's a range of weapons at your disposal here. Now obviously you can see the pathetic pistol. Really terrible, let's just start with that. Now if you do get to a point where you have no weapons or no ammo, you're down to your fists. That's it, you're fucked. There's basically no hit detection, I'll be quite honest with that one. So if you want to do that, then I would decide to not do that straight away. Shotgun, that's great. Shotgun's a good one. There's always a lot of ammo for the shotgun about, so it's probably the best one to use. Second of all, you're going to love this. There's a flamethrower. Yes! Flamethrower. What game is not complete without a flamethrower? Next of all, there's a lot of damn levels to this game. There's 40 levels. 40 levels! Now, it takes roughly 10 minutes to complete each level. So put that into mathematics, that's a lot of time. So it's a big game on a small cartridge. And you got to applaud them for this, because let's face it, you do not get first-person shooters on the Mega Drive. You just don't, and they don't look good. I'm pretty sure this is the only one where you can actually see the gun as well, because in Bloodshot you don't. All you can see is the actual ammo firing. So, okay, it is in a small little visor-looking window. Now that you actually need, because the map below really helps, because there's such a lack of draw distance with this game that without the map, you would not know exactly where the enemies are coming from. Yeah, really, that is true, but like I said, the problem is, if you had the draw distance, the game would probably be unplayable. It's already slightly slow anyway. So the map's needed, and let's face it, it needed to happen, otherwise the game would literally be unplayable. Here's a shocker for you, the game has multiplayer. You can actually do System Link. Now, I'm not sure whether this is co-op or standard multiplayer in the sense of deathmatch. I would like to think it would be co-op, because actually that would be pretty damn good. There's a real lack of co-op games in this world. And like I said, I'd love to see this, especially on a 16-bit first-person action shooter. Alright. Okay, so here's a quick rundown of the pros and cons. Now, first pro is the fact that it's a frickin' 16-bit first-person shooter. They were brave, they were trying to take on Quake and Doom. Let's face it, I think they've succeeded, because if you give this game time, it's actually really bloody enjoyable. There is a letdown. The music seems to be the most tedious music known to man. It's terrible. Kinda sets a scene, but not really needed. Graphically, absolutely stunning. I think they've done well to pull off a game of this sort of magnitude on a 16-bit console and do it pretty damn well with only small amount of actual slowdown at all. Controls, no problem with the controls at all. I thought I'd have a problem with the controls, but it actually works really damn well, even though there's a lack of obviously the analog stick that you'd have on a modern day console. Other problem is obviously the draw distance, but like I said, when you actually use the map as well, it works well. It's a good cohesive game. Love this game. This game only cost me a £5, like most Mega Drive games at the moment, but I very much like you to all to find this game. If you love first person shooters, Quake, Doom, Wolfenstein, any of those, you can see exactly where the idea for this game came from. Anyway, I've been out from Games Re-Up. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, as well as checking out the Pretty Random podcast on iTunes and SoundCloud. Thanks for listening, guys. I'll see you all soon.